beloveds. I was bemoaning the fact that Dante was not in here on his pillow. So I sat down on the couch. It's just a little day bed. Got my heels too close to the underneath it and promptly got attacked. Now, it is not Dante. Giovanni was the one hiding underneath the couch, but yeah. So he's currently on his back attacking a toy because it keeps him from attacking me. Oh my goodness. And I can do this while oh, no, wrong book. Hang on. This is the book we're doing today. Let's do the housekeeping. And all the housekeeping is me reminding you that we are Creative Life Spiritual. Website is creativelife.org. Constant contact email is info@creativelife.org. It gets you one email a week, tells you what's going on for the week and the month. The hot links are hot, so click here now means it. And and he is in here because now he's on his pillow. So he was probably under the couch too. I said the hot links are hot. And it is blind CC, which means nobody will see your email. You want to end up on anybody else's email list because of us. So, and then I'll mention the social media merely from the standpoint of we do not monetize it. And he snatched the toy out of my hand. We don't monetize it. We don't want to deal with the ads any more than you do. So what we ask you to do instead is go like, subscribe, follow based on which platform you're on, and then engage with the individual post by reacting to the post, commenting on the post, sharing the posts. Okay, and he's back to attacking my heels. Fortunately, I'm wearing shoes, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay, that one needs to go out with me. Okay, we are doing a new design. Oh, hang on. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center or Creative Life Spark. And I am the running Reverend on the social medias that I am on. I just realized my microphone is not plugged in. So let's see if... Oh, that might be because I have the iPad backwards. Huh. Okay, well. No? Okay, there we go. Let's hopefully... Hey, Tom, can you check my sound? Yeah. Okay. A New Design for Living was done towards the end of Ernest's career. It was one of the last books that he put out. It was not the last book put out with his writings, but it was one of the last ones he put out. And this is the process of science of mind. He did a whole lot of theory, explains a whole lot. And so at the end of the book, towards the end of his career, he's like, well, okay, let's just line this out. Yes, it tells you how. And yes, it tells you why. But that's the process. I like to say that science of mind is it's not a religion. It really isn't. It's more of a philosophy. It is a way of life. And that is what A New Design for Living is. It's talking about a way of living. So here we go. We are starting, I believe we're starting chapter 13 today. So, you can just comment, right? Just say good. Okay. So we are starting chapter 13 today. And he always starts with a quote. And interestingly enough, we are going to start with a quote of William James, who I believe is, if it is the same William James that I think it is, William James is the father of modern American psychology. And one of the things that he said about New Thought, not necessarily science of mind, but New Thought, is it is a religion for healthy-minded people. So chapter 13 is successful living. And the quote is, we need only in cold blood act as if the thing in question were real. And it will infallibly, and by growing into such a connection, with our life that it will become real. It will become so knit with habit and emotion that our interest in it will be those which characterize belief. Okay, what? We need only in cold blood act as if the thing in question were real, and it will infallibly, and by growing into, it will infallibly end by growing into such a connection with our life that it will become real. It will become so knit with habit and emotion that our interests in it will be those of that characterize belief. Okay, I have no idea what that means. Let's see what Ernest says. What? One of the most difficult things for anyone to realize is that they are always a success. Okay. As contrary as this may seem, it is nevertheless true. We are always being successful. We are always achieving the goal we set up for ourselves in thought. Some people may win themselves terrific success at always being a failure in business. Others may succeed in always experiencing ill health. Still others always succeed in being friendless. We always succeed. So our immediate problem is not one of success, but what kind of success we are being. We need not worry or wonder if we will succeed, but instead we need to direct our attention to that which we really desire to succeed. We find ourselves right back at the starting point, the only starting point, thought. What are we thinking? What is our habitual pattern, thought pattern? What is our total thought content? Here is the beginning and the end, the cause and the effect. Most of the time, we have been too successful in the wrong things. What we now desire to do is to succeed in having a greater experience of good. Where do we start? What is the best process to follow? We start right where we are and with what we are. There is nothing to wait for, no more opportune time, and no other place to start than right where we are. We start with what we are thinking right now. As for the procedure, this is up to each individual. No one can tell another how or what to think, but certain suggestions can be made as to advantageous ways to think. Okay. And the next two articles are planning your success and be consistent. So, and that's what I'm saying is we teach you why. We teach you how you are believing. And I think those questions that he asks are really important. What are your habitual thought patterns? What is the total content of your thought? We're not worried about each individual weed. Although if you got a lot of weeds, see, that's what I'm talking about, your total content. Is your weed to flower ratio? What's your weed to flower ratio? How many thoughts are you having that you don't prefer versus how many thoughts you're having that you do prefer? All of those questions are really, really, really important. And he just spent 2 chapters talking about today and tomorrow, the future. The only place to start is right now. If we wait until an opportune time, tomorrow never comes. There's never going to be a better day than today to start this, and start by asking yourself those questions. Like, well, what am I thinking about? when you catch yourself, for the lack of a better word, daydreaming, what are you daydreaming about? When you catch yourself with your mind wandering, where does it go? Does it go to good things? Does it go to negative things? Do you find yourself worrying a lot? Now, psychology, they do say to set aside a specific time to worry so that you don't go to bed worrying, or maybe this is where journaling can be very helpful. You just write all the things that you want to worry about down on a piece of paper and you're done, So he's got some very good questions, and I look forward to him answering those questions. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to do planning your success, and then on tomorrow is Tuesday. On Wednesday, we'll talk about being consistent. So, yeah. I still have no idea what the William James quote meant, but here we are. Probably about building habits. Because that's exactly, it's like, if you focus on it, then eventually it becomes a habit. So, yeah. All right. I'm going to wrap up and move on to the process of my day. This chapter 13, successful living, which, it's a new design for success, a new design for living. Successful living. Oh, he did draw blood. Ooh. That's the hazards of playing with cats. And not clipping their claws regularly enough. So there will be some claw clipping in the future. All right, beloved. Let me encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day, drink plenty of water day. I don't even know where I was going to start. Enjoy we have cool weather. Like, it may not even get into the 60s today. We'll see. So enjoy the cooler weather while you have it day. A dance in the sunshine day, because it is going to be a beautiful sunny day, if cool. You got this day, let's get this week started off right day, make sure that you take time to sit down and rest day, get your words in order before you speak day. What is the total thought content of your day? What are your habitual thought patterns day? Ask yourself the good questions day. Focus on what you want day. I'm apparently out of words day. A good day, and if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You are a beloved expression of the divine. You are spirit in motion, God in action, a beautiful masterpiece, and a work in progress at the same time, at your own pace, a brilliant light, and a divine spark. And as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godling. So explore the truth of your being. Get to know who the divine knows you to be, because the divine knows you to be good. It's all the divine knows. And from there, anything at all is possible. All right, beloveds. As I said, moving on into the process of my day, I'm going to remind you, Reverend David will be on sometime after 4 o'clock. That's all I can say for sure. I should be back with you between 9 and 9:15. Take care of yourself. Know that you